You're exactly where you wish to be in life. Even if you think you are not happy where you are, I can promise you are. Because if you're truly uncomfortable, you can't even sleep. What I often hear from people and see from people is that they get very motivated for short periods of time. They'll be very motivated to change their life for 3 hours, and then they'll just go back to playing video games, and they're actually not unhappy with their life. They're fine to play video games and eat beans on toast and sit around in a small little apartment. They only become unhappy for a few hours now and again. That's when they talk about how motivated they are. That's when they talk about how hard they want to try. But in general, they're actually perfectly fine with their life, meaning they wish to be there. If they wished to be anywhere else, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. And by extension, they would be exactly where they wish to be.
How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you are efficient and you are hardworking in one thing, you're likely to be efficient and hardworking in all things. It's hard to find somebody who's very efficient and hardworking in area A and is a complete lazy slob idiot in area Y. That's not how it works.
If you work hard while everyone else is resting, for some reason that work you do is double as powerful. It's almost like God is watching the work and he has a big pile of benefits. And he's sitting there looking down on earth and he's saying, who's doing work right now so I can give them some benefits? I only have so many benefits per day I can hand out. And on a normal day, X amount of billion people are doing work, so he hands out some benefits. But on a day when everyone else is being lazy, when you do work, when he divvies up the benefits for the work, you're going to get more for it.
There is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible. God is watching and he rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. It's a competition. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want, you have to win. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best to get up every day, whether they feel like it or not, and perform regardless. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best.
The only thing stopping you is the trap of believing you're doing something by praying for the latter man and laziness, when truthfully, you are wasting your time. Focusing all that energy on getting as rich as possible is more likely to change your experience than rage posting. And you know this, but what you're trying to do is satisfy the part of your soul which is telling you you have to work and you have to resist enslavement. What should happen, what you're hoping for, it never comes true. Because in that scenario, under that mental model, I can say to you, what the f*** are you going to do about it? And the only answer is work. Hope can destroy you. You're at the bottom of a well, and to save your manicure, you're praying someone's going to throw a rope down or a ladder, because you don't want to scale the slimy walls and crawl out to salvation because of how difficult it's going to be. And you're sitting at the bottom thinking, a ladder's coming soon. I heard this rumor of this guy who has a ladder and he randomly puts it down wells, and maybe he'll choose my one. So if I just sit around and wait, that is the wrong mentality. It will soon be nightfall. You will freeze. It will begin to rain and you will drown. You don't have time. Most of you are average. Most of you cannot be exceptional by virtue of the nature of exceptionalism. But that's fine, because you can win if you're average if you're first. You can win if you're average if you try harder than the rest. You can win if you're average if you pay attention. You can win if you're average if you do the right things, if you're not lazy. It's very easy to win if you're average. You just need to get another advantage. And the easiest advantage is I'm prepared to put in the work every day, show up, and I'm going to start right now. I guarantee you results if you do that. I think it takes to work hard. By doing that, by basing yourself in self-improvement, by looking in the mirror, looking in your own eyes and saying, the way I beat the matrix is for me to become as amazing as possible, so people listen to me, so people respect me. I've already done my part. I've suffered enough. We need more people like you now. You need millions of dollars. You need to garner respect when you walk in a room. You need big arms. You need a network. You need capability. You need influence. You do, to fight against the empire of lies. I've never done things the easy way. I've never been lucky. I've never caught a lick. I've been the guy who had to crawl out by the skin of his teeth every single time he ever escaped absolute decimation. I've been the guy who had it on the edge of annihilation, of his life falling apart, and he only pulled it off because he grit and bared pain and did whatever it took to win. That's the only path. You're trapped in a forest, surrounded by bramble, and ghouls which intend on taking your soul. And I am outside of the forest, and I am screaming to you saying, I know a way out. The path is long, it is dangerous, it is arduous. You may hurt yourself, you may get cut. It's difficult, but I can guarantee you it leads out. And perhaps there's another voice saying, I know an easy path, and it just leads straight out and it's easy. If you believe them, try. But if it was true, if there was an easy path out, why are so many people still stuck? And the hard answer is for you to knuckle down, stop praying for an economic miracle, stop praying for a political miracle, stop praying for a miracle via digital currency, get your act together, and start working all day, every day, until you finally have enough for you to no longer have to be forced to live an experience you don't enjoy anymore.
In the end, God gives you exactly what you deserve. So if you're not happy with your life, you have to ask yourself, do you really deserve more? Have you really tried 100% of the time? Did you ignore that headache? Are you as competent as you could possibly be? Have you given 100% every time you've done anything? No. You deserve what you have.
It's very easy to work hard and win when you're already winning. It's hard to get there. It starts off harder. It's harder to find a way to make money and work all the time and deal with all the bullshit and be at the bottom of whatever industry you're in and not have any reputation, whatever. But if I were to say to all of you right now, for every minute you body spar, get $1,000. I guarantee we'd still be out there right now sparring. Everyone. So once you get to the point, like in my position, where I know if I put the time in, I'm going to win. But how can I stop now?
Nothing is hard when you want to do it. Isn't that beautifully simple? Climbing Everest isn't even hard if you want to climb it. Training every day is not hard if you want to. Making loads of money and being a millionaire is not hard if you want to make lots of money and be a millionaire. I promise, it's really easy. Your problem is that you don't want to. And because you don't want to, you start talking about bullshit like motivation. I need motivation.
It's the only way to leverage yourself in this economic game that none of us can possibly escape. And what are you doing? Arguing about fucking visas on Twitter when nobody gives a shit what you think anyway. And your version of locking in is finding copium. That's what you call work. Gentlemen, it's go time. It's go time like it's never been before. Either things are gonna go great and you need to get your ducks in a row now before they go too great, e.g. the Bitcoin price goes to the moon, or things are gonna go wrong and you need to get your ducks in a row before they go wrong, e.g. Bitcoin price tanks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go left or right. You need to make money. It doesn't matter if you go up or down. You need to make money. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. You need to make money. Doesn't matter if you're happy or sad. You need to make money.
Every single man out there listening to this, I want you to do one thing today, and I want you to do the same thing for the rest of your adult life. I want you to work very hard, and I want you to be proud of yourself. If you do those two things, you'll be amazed how close you'll come to your goals. In fact, if you work hard and you're proud of yourself, every single goal you have in mind right now, you're going to surpass.
The harsh truth is, the universe owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you. The only salvation lies in your own hands, through action, discipline, and sacrifice. Mediocrity isn't just a condition. It's a slow death of the soul. Most people sleepwalk through life, trapped in cycles of comfort, waiting for change. But nothing changes without struggle. Nothing evolves without pain. If you don't push yourself to the edge, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. Do you want to be rich? Then become someone worthy of wealth. Success doesn't chase anyone. It reveals itself only to those who demand it. While you're lost in distractions, someone out there is turning their dreams into reality. Being broke isn't just about money. It's about mindset. It's surrendering to the idea that life is out of your control. Winners reject that idea. Winners see obstacles as opportunities. They cut off weakness, eliminate doubt, and surround themselves with those who elevate their vision. To achieve greatness, you must embrace the loneliness of the journey. You must trade comfort for chaos, distractions for discipline. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It only remembers those who carve their names into history. Get rich or die trying. It's not just about wealth. It's about becoming the person who refuses to accept a life of regret. Rise or stay forgotten.